today joined by UFC light heavyweight Tuco Tokkos ahead of his fight on July 12th at UFC Nashville. Tuco, thank you very much for joining me. How are we doing today, brother?
You good, man? Thanks for having me, brother.
Thank you very much for joining me. First things first, how is camp going for you? I'm sure it's ramping up a bit at the moment.
Yeah, it's going well. It's been a long camp because I was originally meant to fight on May the 3rd. So I remember where I was when I got the fight. I was in Seattle, cornering Brendan Allen, and my manager walked in the room and he was like, "Oh, I got you a fight." And it was for May 3rd. So I've been in camp since February 21st. So
Wow.
we're going on like 4 months.
That's insane to think about. I saw reports at the time when the fight originally fell through that there was injuries maybe on both sides. Was that the case, or was that just?
No, I never heard that. Like, I mean, I saw that as well when I went on Tapology. It said injured, both fighters injured or something. But I was like, what? He definitely pulled out, not me.
It was weird. I remember seeing it at the time, and it seemed a bit conflicting a lot of the reports. So it's good to hear that you're healthy and feeling good. And looking ahead to this one, I know Junior Tafa is a guy that's really respected. I know you respect him as well for as a guy who just likes to stand and bang, a big heavy hitter. How do you look ahead to this one and view this fight?
With a little bit of caution, like heavyweight. He was a heavyweight who's come down to like heavyweight. So I'm interested to see if there's some power disparity there. But we'll be the same weight on the scales the day before if he makes weight, which is also one of my suspicions on why the fight got rebooked. But we we can't confirm that. But yeah, I'm interested to see, to test the power out. He could sleep me with one shot, or I could eat it. So we'll see what happens, man.
And I think it's a kind of a favorable matchup for you in a way that I've seen in the past. You mentioned after the Navajo Sterling fight, especially that you felt you should have wrestled earlier and used that. And no disrespect to Tafa, that does feel like a weakness of his. So do you think the wrestling could really play into your hands here?
We'll see. I'm not like I like to stand. Um, and of course, he's been training his whole MMA career to stop that because he's a natural striker. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm an MMA fighter. I can mix it up. The fight starts standing, so that's where we will definitely start. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see where it goes. It can go anywhere.
And getting an opportunity to go out there to Nashville to perform, I mean, that's got to be exciting for you. I know it's one of the coolest places in America to go.
So everyone roasts me for this. I've been there a bunch of times. I'm not a huge fan of it. I
Oh, there
won't
you go.
lie. It's just not my thing, man. The country music, the beer, the fucking bars and all that. That's not really my thing, the whole cowboy thing. I'm a city boy.
Maybe we could get that for the next one. And I
Yeah,
know for this one, you're over at Killcliff FC again, and that has to
yeah.
be just one of the best environments to be around for a camp. Really, one of the best gyms in the world.
Yeah, that's my team, man. I've been here 7 years now, living in Florida. Um, so that's my team. I always think that like I could have gone I was supposed to go to ATT actually because my previous gym, Team Titan, had an affiliation with them. Brad Pickett, Ash Grimshaw, Bowler, Nathaniel went there before. So all my previous teammates used to go to ATT. So that's where I was supposed to go. But I don't know. I just wanted to be different. So I went to their rivals. But now looking back, I'm glad just the relationships I've made, not even in training, just in my life. That's my people, and yeah, that's my team, man. And it just so happens there's some killers there on the mats as well. So that's always fun. And we've all been in fight camp together. Brendan's got a fight coming up the week after me. Robocop fights this week. The Ridder fights a couple weeks after me. We've all camped together, training. It's a great time to be there.
And you mentioned that, I mean, everyone having fights around the same time. That was going to be one of my questions. It must be so helpful for you to have guys going through the same experiences, especially at your weight. Great sparring partners as well.
Yeah, man. It's always like in the morning, we like look at each other. How you feeling? How are you feeling? 'Cause a lot of us all go to the same sessions, man. We go to the sessions at the gym, of course, and then we have the same strength coach that we go to twice a week. We all do jujitsu at Wagner's. It's like we're all kind of on the same schedule. So that helps, just that kind of morale as a team. We're all together trying to um, get to the same objective, you know? It's pretty cool.
And for one man in particular, think that you're cornering him at the PFL this weekend. Simeon Powell, one of, in my opinion, the very best fighters we've
Yeah.
got from England fighting in the PFL this weekend. How excited are you to see him go out there and see him perform?
Yeah, he's been at my house for the last 3 weeks. So we really been spending all our time together. That's my guy, man. I'm excited for him. He's got a tough fight, but he's got so much potential and ability. I think he's going to shine through, man. I'm going to go fight there tomorrow. Um, yeah, man. I would think he should be one of the favorites for the tournament just because he's got so much athleticism and finish ability. He can finish, man. He's got a lot of finishes. And yeah, man, I think he's going to win the whole thing. I'm excited for him.
I'm definitely of that opinion as well. I don't know, it's being a little bit biased, but I think that's how that one's going to go as well. And I
Yeah.
think something that's really impressed me about yourself is your mindset. You seem to be a guy that is able to sort of separate fighting from life in a way. You see a lot of fighters these days, they kind of can't do that. Whereas you're really able to take losses in your stride and see them as lessons. How are you able to have such a strong and positive mindset, really?
You know what it is? A lot of people in general in this world, they're just one dimensional. And a lot of fighters, this seems to take up their entire being. Like from a young age, they maybe started training and this was all of their focus. So this becomes their whole life. But for me, I've lived a life. I've lived many lives. I've lived in different countries, different continents. I've done a lot of different things. So yeah, for me, and I understand fighting is just a flash in the pan of your life. Like, even if you fight for 10, 20 years, like if you live a full life till 90 years old, say that's still a small fraction of your life, you know? And you have other things, man, other goals in life, other things that you want to do. You have your family, other things that you focus on. So for me, I love fighting. I always laugh because have you ever seen those things before people fight? There's a journalist called Alex Bahunin, and he does like the favorite movie, favorite food, um, and on there it has favorite hobby. And for me, I put fighting in the UFC because that's like I don't know. Obviously, I train hard and I'm full time, but yeah, there's more to life than fighting, man. And when you understand that, Henry Hooft actually taught me that. He was like, you have to have something to go home to because you're not going to win every fight, man. At the end of the day, some days this really is just your job, and you've got to clock out and just separate your mind from it. You can't obsess about it because if you let your fight career dictate your happiness, then it could be rough, man. It's a rough, tough sport.
Yeah, and one of the things I see that you clearly enjoy doing is travel and getting out and seeing the world. Really, do you have any plans for after this one to go away anywhere?
Bro, I was trying to get to Baku, man. I got a bunch of friends out there, but my fight got rescheduled. I was gonna go out there if it didn't. Um, yeah, man, I got some places on my list. I want to go to the Stans because I got so many friends there in Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. I want to go do a little tour of all of them. But we'll see because the US government just banned visitors from Turkmenistan, so I don't know if I can go into there. Um, yeah. But yeah, I want to go to the Stans, man, because I love the food, the culture, and I got a bunch of friends out there. That's probably next on my list.
That's incredible. I mean, the nature out there looks insane. I've seen the horseback riding, but
Yeah.
I haven't got the willpower for that, man. They scare the life out of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. What, to take the trip or to get on a horse?
You know, when you like in Kazakhstan, especially, I see a lot of people that go around on like they tour the mountains on horseback. And
Yeah,
like, yeah, and like hike the mountains on horseback and go all
I'd
around.
do that. I would do that.
Well, this is the thing. You're a fighter. You got the bottle to
Yeah.
go and do something like that. Not me. I've got
Bro,
no
I just do
interest.
it, bro. And a lot of my travels, I just rock up. I just get on the flight. I got no bookings, no reservations, nothing. I just fucking show up. And then on the way, I'll meet someone. I say, "Oh, where should I go? What should I do?" And I just do it, man. I have like a rough idea in my head, and I just go for it.
Do you have a place in particular that you've been that stands out to you?
Damn, so many places. Um, the trips I took this year actually meant a lot to me because there's places I've wanted to go since I was a kid. Like I went to Alaska to see the Northern Lights. That was sick. I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights for my whole life. And then I went to Jordan, to Petra, because that's one of the ancient wonders of the world. I've always wanted to go there. And since I went there, I think they closed it down because there's been like flash flood in the desert. It's all destabilized the structures. So it was perfect timing. But those ones, they meant a lot because I've wanted to go to them my whole life.
Yeah, Petra's that's one of the ones on my list as well. That looks like one of the coolest experiences you can do,
Bro,
man.
it was so sick. And yeah, and the way I went, dude, I just got on the flight, rocked up. I rented a car at the airport and I just drove there with no hotel, nothing. I just went. And yeah, I just fucking blagged it. It was sick.
That's what life's all about, though, isn't it? I mean, that's
Yeah,
incredible to
yeah.
hear, bro. And getting back to the
But you
fighting,
got,
just briefly, I know there's a guy that you're a big fan of. I've seen that you're a massive fan of, Charles Oliveira. He's fighting this weekend.
yeah.
I just wanted to get your
How
thoughts on that
did
matchup.
you know that?
I've done my research, man.
How
I've
do you
done a
know
bit
I'm
of
a big fan of
research.
him? You're good. Yeah, I love Charles Oliveira. And it's funny because obviously I'm deep in the sport now, and it's like there's a lot of my mates, they fought him, they know him, you know what I mean? So whenever I say that, they're like, oh, shut up, like, because they might not like him. But Charles Oliveira is my favorite fighter, man. Just the way that he fights, like, his fucking, he's got big balls, man. I love when he gets knocked down, he just forward, like, he's got so much faith in himself. Yeah, he's my favorite fighter, the way he fights and just where he comes from and his demeanor. He's like, he reminds me of me. He could easily in another life have just been a delinquent from London. Like he's just from the favela, he's a proper ragamuffin. Um, so I love the way he fights. But like you said, this week, tough task, innit? But if there's anyone that could do it, it's him, you know. I think for some reason I think against a much shorter guy, like I can see him trying to clinch a knee crashing him a bit, making him maybe pick, like trying to get Toporia's head down and jump in a guillotine or something. That's what I would, if I was cornering him, that's what I would say is that you got to, Topuria is so comfortable the way he stalks people walking forward. But Oliveira is going to be bringing knees up the middle, up kicks. He's going to try and clinch a knee. I think he's going to try and make it messy. And I could see him trying to get a guillotine, like trying to snap down the head and jump a guillotine on the shorter guy.
It's going to be sick, man. I mean, I'm definitely rooting for him this weekend as well. As you can tell from the background, Taporia beat my guy in his last
Yeah,
fight, so
yeah.
I'm kind of hoping for the get back this weekend. And on the topic of
Yeah, same.
predictions, do you have a final prediction for how your fight's going to go against Junior Tafa?
I'm gonna win by stoppage. I'm hoping early. I'm gonna knock him out with the first jab. No, I know I'm gonna have to weather a storm. You know, he's crispy in the first round. He can crack. But yeah, I got to get hands on him, man. I got to get my hands on him and get a finish. So that's the plan. That's what we're gonna manifest.
Oh, mate, I can't wait for it. I'm a big fan of yours, and I'll definitely be rooting for you July 12th. Best of luck out there, and thank you very much for your time today,
Thank
mate.
you,
It's
my
been a real
brother.
pleasure.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good day,
Appreciate it,
brother.
bro.